the legendary Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And as that last shot and that last bumper showed you, he is himself an icon. That cigarette and that long holder, that is the quintessential FDR. And yet you're learning about the FDR that came before. You are learning the intimate details of one of the most fascinating American lives ever. And you're listening to absolutely all of it right there in the comfort of your living room, your den, or your bedroom. All you had to do was touch the button and choose Channel 10. That's why we're here in the studio this evening, Kevin Pultz and me, Louise Fusey. We're here to ask you to support the public television service that's bringing you this fine quality programming right now. All you have to do is go to the phone, dial 297-8100, use your Visa, your MasterCard, your Discover card. You have to start, though, by using your telephone. Join us at any level that you feel comfortable with, but know that at that $240 level, we have a very special thank you gift for you. Call us now.
Well, Louise, you're absolutely right. If you call at that $240 level, we will send along as a thank you for that pledge the entire FDR set. The American Experience that you're watching is a 4 videotape set for a pledge of $240. Now, if you care to get one particular program, for a pledge of $100, you'll get one of the 4 programs. It will be your choice. $240 will get you the whole set, or $100 will get you one of the individual tapes. Now, we're not trying to sell this because you're watching it on public television right now. What we're trying to do is make it a little bit of a thank you for the people who enjoy watching American Experience, who enjoy watching some of the other documentaries on our air. Another benefit that you will receive, no matter the pledge level that you call in at, is Fine Tuning Magazine. Fine Tuning Magazine is a very handy guide. Helps you refer to all the programs that you're going to watch on channels 10 and 36 all month long. You'll get it in your home each and every month. It's a handy reference guide. Comes with any pledge over $35. So call that number right now.
As a matter of fact, if you've been wondering, am I a member? Am I still a member? Am I a lapsed member? You know, you've got that litmus test right there. If that guide's coming into your home each and every month, you are a member of the Friends of Channels 10 and 36. Stop. Pat yourself on the back. You made this program and lots more just like it possible. If you're not a member, why not consider doing it right now? There are lots of benefits of membership. Kevin's told you about some, and I've got to tell you about my favorite. This is the Lost Key Protection Program. It is an absolutely fabulous benefit. It's deceptively simple, but it's great. If you lose your keys, and some kindly soul will just drop them in the mailbox the way they do those neat little hotel keys, they'll get them back to you from the Channels 10 and 36 friends. Now, probably the best story I ever heard about that was the police officer who called here one day and said, we have the Lost Key Protection Program, we have the number there, you saw it on the screen. And the nice lady at the Friends office said, well, just go ahead and drop it in the mail to us. And he said, no, you don't want us to do that, there's a cat attached to it. Well, okay, so assuming you're going to lose your keys or your kitty, believe me, the Lost Key Protection Program is a great way to make sure they all come back to you. Call right now.
It's a little surprising that the phones are a third full. Well, we've got some terrific volunteers here this evening from the Milwaukee Association of Purchasing Management who want me to remind you that March is purchasing month. Make their phones ring. There you go, the Purchasing Manager Association. Make their phones ring. It's a very simple process. All you have to do is take that first step, 297-8100, the number on your screen. We've got it there for everybody to see in case you need a general reminder. So dial that number right away. As the phone's ringing right now, one of our wonderful volunteers will pick up that phone with a courteous, hello, Channel 10, can I take your pledge? And it'll step you right through that process. It's a very easy, very simple process. They're very cheerful. They're going to make you feel good. You're going to make yourself feel good by making that phone call, because these programs that you're calling to support will remain here all year long on Channels 10 and 36. Step 1, call the number on your screen.
Okay, all you old people, listen up. Okay, come back. Here we are now. One of the things that just amazes me about public television is the number of historical documentaries that are out there right now for you to see. For example, on, it was either Friday or Saturday, it was one of these exciting nights, I watched a documentary about the Battle of the Bulge right here on public television, right here on the American Experience, that was amazing in its depth, amazing in its breadth, an absolutely stunning portrait, and it was told through the stories, people who were there at the time. They showed you pictures of these people when they were 17, 18, 19 years old, some of them officers who lived through one of the most amazing battles of all time. And they did it in a way that brought a new understanding of a historical presence to me. It's exactly the same thing that we're seeing here this evening. The FDR documentary is an amazing achievement. You're only going to see it on public television. You're only going to see it on The American Experience. You're only going to see it as long as the community continues to support this public television station. That's why we need you to go to the phones, dial 297-8100, and become a friend of Channels 10 and 36. Do it right now.
We're going back to the American Experience FDR in exactly 55 seconds. You can time me. You can time me 55 seconds. I just want to have this one last pitch to get you to get on that phone and give us a call at 297-8100. Join the Friends organization at least $35 a year. You're saying that you're going to watch this program. You love to watch this program. We'd love to bring this program to you. Now, if you do want to call at a slightly higher level, let's say $100 a year, $10 a month, we will send you, as a thank you, a single VHS from this series, the FDR series. That's a $100. Or for a pledge of $240, we'll send you the entire set. Whatever is fine. However you want to do it is fine. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, you can take a check. We can just sit and talk to you about the programs that you love on Channel 10. The point is that you call right now at 297-8100 and let us know that you love to watch this sort of program, and we'll keep it coming to your house each and every day.
Transmission of today's broadcast is made possible in part by Southeastern Wisconsin's 22 community newspapers, sponsors of the annual Lawn, Garden, and Landscape Show March 9th through the 12th at the Waukesha County Expo Center. CNI, Community Newspapers Incorporated.
Absolutely, FDR on the American Experience will continue in just a moment, but first we're going to take this short intermission from the programming and have a little program of our own right here in the Channels 10 studio. I'm Kevin Pulse. I'm here with Louise Fusey, and we're going to take this break to ask you, the viewers of Southeastern Wisconsin, if this program is worthwhile to you. And if it is, why don't you get on the phone and call the number on your screen? 297-8100 is the number. By making that phone call, you're telling us that this is the sort of program that you like to watch, that you enjoy watching, that you enjoy seeing again and again here on Channels 10 and 36, and we're able to bring it to you because you let us know. Now, to let us know, all you have to do is call the number on your phone. On the phone is 297-8100. We have some wonderful volunteers here. It's very easy to make your pledge of support. $35 is a basic membership, but would you consider maybe a $50 pledge or a $100 pledge or maybe a $240 pledge? Louise will tell you about some special incentives if you do pledge at that higher level.
And special it is, believe me. This is the 4-part, beautifully presentation-boxed FDR set. It's the program you're watching right now. As you can see, it has the signature FDR photo with the long, long cigarette holder there on one side. Family pictures. I'll get my nails out of the way. Interesting biographical notes. And, of course, inside, all 4 of the sections of the program that you're watching tonight. The complete set will come your way at $240, the single VHS for $100. Now, we are not selling VHS tapes. Obviously, we are not selling VHS tapes at these prices. But what we are selling is a bargain, because what we are selling is high-quality public television. At least once a night during the drive, somebody comes to me and says, listen up, you public television people, let's think this through here. I pay for public television already. I mean, I pay taxes, I pay my cable bill. Well, you're kind of right. Although tax dollars are not contributing an awful lot to this public television station, most of our support comes from the community, and we aren't seeing a dime from the cable company. They're fine folks there, they help our signal come in, but the people that make the signal possible are people just like you. Call now.
Louise is absolutely right. Only about less than 60% of the people in the Milwaukee area are watching Channel 10 on cable. And as far as the government funding is concerned, maybe 15% of our total budget comes from funding from the government. The vast majority comes from you, the viewer of the station. And you can help us out and help yourself out and keep these programs on the air all year long by dialing the number on your screen right now. 297-8100 is the number. There are some wonderful benefits that come along with pledging to Channels 10 and 36. And probably one of the most helpful benefits of all is the Fine Tuning magazine. Now, Fine Tuning magazine is a magazine that comes into your mailbox every month as a kind of a perk of being a member. In Fine Tuning magazine, it's a program guide basically, and explains everything about just about all the programs that you're going to be able to see on Channels 10 and Channels 36 over the course of the month. Now, in March, we've got some special programs with John Tesh and the Polka from Kuka, the Frankie Yankovic program, and this, the American Experience with FDR. If these programs are important to you, if you enjoy watching them, make that pledge of support by calling the number on your screen right now.
See that neat little program guide Kevin was holding up? Wait, another one? We have piles of them here in the studio, believe me. This program guide is your litmus test. If you have one in your home that looks like this, Fine Tuning, March 1995, Handsome Man, Happy Family, Guy with Accordion on the cover, that means you are a friend of Channels 10 and 36. You're a member. Congratulate yourself. You helped make this program possible. However, this program guide did not come into your home. If it used to come into your home, or if you've never seen it before, that means you are not a member of the Friends of Channels 10 and 36, and you can become one. It's a very easy thing to do. All you have to do is pick up the telephone, talk to one of our friendly volunteer operators. They will fill out this half a sheet of paper. I mean, this is not a giant hunk of paper, and there is not an awful lot of information there. All of it's important, though. Your name, your address, the amount you would like to pledge, and would you like to use your Visa, your MasterCard, your Discover card? Finally, what thank you gift would you like? It's easy. We want to make it easy for you, and for a very simple reason, because your membership is vitally important to your public television service. The service that's bringing you FDR right now comes into your home because, and only because, the community wants this television station here. Call now.
How often have you had a cow because you've lost your keys? Probably quite a bit. And if you really did lose your keys, we offer another benefit of being a member, and that's the Lost Key Protection Program. Now, just by becoming a member at the $35 a year level, you are sent this little key tag that goes onto your keys, and if, in fact, at some point you happen to lose them, unfortunately, they'll get sent back here and we'll get them to you. It's that simple. This is another perk of being a member of the Channel 1036 family. That's not the main reason. It's not fine-tuning. It's not the FDR tapes. It's keeping programs like this coming into your living room on a daily basis. We can't stress that enough. 297-8100 is the number to call to pledge your vote of support for these programs. Programs that you enjoy to watch all year long, programs we enjoy bringing you all year long. Dial that number on your screen right now and make your pledge of support as well.
Dial that number on your screen, not because I want you to or I think you ought to. I'm not watching television. I'm watching you watch television. Dial that number on your screen because this kind of programming is important to you, because you want to keep this kind of programming coming into your home, and frankly, because you believe in paying for what you use. You're not out for a free lunch. You're not out for a free ride. And members are the people that support this television station and make it strong. It's as simple as that. Somebody last year at this time picked that telephone up, dialed 297-8100 and said, all right, I'm going to talk to one of these volunteer operators. They're nice people. They'll be nice to me. I'm going to become a member. You can do the same thing. If you're one of the 9 out of 10 people within the sound of my voice who has not become a member, call up one of the Association of Purchasing Managers folks right this very second and say, okay, that's it. I'm off the fence. I'm on the phone. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it now. 297-8100 is the number to call. You can use your Visa, your MasterCard, your Discover card. Do what that person right there did and start out by using your phone.
Channels 10 and 36 are much more than a broadcasting service. Sure, we provide public broadcasting here in southeastern Wisconsin. We enjoy doing that. We think that's a very valuable service. But there's a lot of other things we bring to you as well. We bring some special events. We bring programs that are designed especially for southeastern Wisconsin. Programs like Milwaukee Tonight and Dollar Signs and any other programs that we produce here at Channels 10 and 36. Now, some of you may think that, well, you're getting us on cable, so some of your cable money must be coming to the station. Well, that's simply not true either. We are sending our signal through your cable company for clarity, for your sake. Well, that doesn't help us at all. What does help us is when you call that number on your screen, 297-8100, and say, okay, yeah, I get it on cable, or I get it over the air, I get it anywhere. But as long as I get it, and you can continue to get it by dialing the number on your screen right now.
So get it. To paraphrase Kevin, I mean, think of this, really think of this. You are supporting every commercial television program you ever watched right now, whether you want to or not. The reason is very simple. You buy things when you go to the store. You buy food, you buy clothing, you buy toilet paper and dog food and 1,000 other things that are all advertised on commercial TV. Well, some portion of that advertising budget obviously makes its way right back to the television station, and that means you're supporting commercial television. It's a fine thing. It's the American way. But here's another American way. Direct, simple, one-to-one partnerships. We're public television, you're the public. That's why we want you to go to the telephone right now, dial 297-8100, and become a friend of channels 10 and 36. Become a member. Support this public television station directly, because we directly bring you the television programs you want to see. And now, back to the American experience.
Transmission of today's broadcast is made possible in part by Southeastern Wisconsin's 22 community newspapers, sponsors of the annual Lawn, Garden, and Landscape Show March 9th through the 12th at the Waukesha County Expo Center. CNI, Community Newspapers, Incorporated.
Country or any country in the history of the world.
The American Experience, a very interesting program this evening. This is the second night that we're showing you a documentary about FDR. We hope that you're enjoying it there. I certainly learned a lot myself about the term that FDR served, and learning also about Eleanor. She was quite a woman. She was very innovative and made the position of First Lady something different, made people look at it very differently. If you're enjoying the FDR documentary this evening, and if you enjoy other documentaries brought to you through the American Experience on channels 10 and 36, I encourage you to call that number on your screen. Join the membership of the 1036 Friends, which supports public television. The funds that you pledge go to purchasing the American Experience, to bring it to your home when you can sit at home and just watch it leisurely and comfortably in your home. Make a commitment to Channel 10 and 36 Friends. If you're enjoying the American Experience, vote for it with your pledge, no matter which level. We'll tell you, Lamont and I will tell you the various levels in a few moments. But make that commitment now.
A great deal of talk in tonight's episode about the first 100 days of Roosevelt as president. And we're going through the first 100 days of a new Congress in Washington right now. And as you know, there is very serious talk that the federal funds to support public television will either be drastically cut back or eliminated altogether. And that's why, very simply, your support of this public television station is more important than ever before. It's why we hope you will join and become a member tonight. First, you need to dial that number, 297-8100, and one of our volunteers will ask for your name, address, the amount of your pledge, and the manner in which you wish to make payment. And if you'll pledge tonight at above the basic level of $35, we'll be glad to send you at a significant contribution of $240, a 4-video cassette set, a box set of the entire series that we've shown you last night and are showing you tonight, or any single VHS, any single program, in other words, for $100. Call now.
Public television serves the viewers. You can see that because you watch it. You count on it for wonderful programs such as the American Experience. And it's the community support from viewers such as you that brings the programs to channels 10 and 36. We have viewers who have called in tonight and have become members for the first time because they believe in channels 10 and 36. The programming is something they count on, whether it's programming that they rely on for their children to watch or programming that they watched as a child and are now continuing to watch as they're adults. If you believe in public television and you're enjoying this wonderful FDR documentary, which has been very, very interesting, we ask you to call and commit your support to the stations. 297-8100. When you call, one of our volunteers from the Scottish Rite will ask for your name, your address, and which level you'd like to pledge at. Lamont mentioned some of the higher levels, the 80 and the 100 and 140 and 240 levels. Whichever fits into your budget, make that commitment and call and pledge your support right now.
One of the wonderful things about public television is all of the volunteers who help and work. As Charlotte just mentioned, the Scottish Rite are manning our phones tonight, as they do during almost every pledge drive. We appreciate their participation. We also want to be sure to thank our coordinator, Russell Prinz, our data processing volunteers tonight, Ruth Wilkie and Tony Mayo, And handling our mail are Pat Mitchell and Roselle McLaughlin. We appreciate their participation, and we ask for yours in the form of a membership. And if you're already a member and you're finding this documentary, a biography on FDR, as something very special and unique, that you'll let us know with an additional gift at this time. Many of our regular members do that from time to time, particularly during our membership campaign, and we'd be happy to accept your additional gift if you're finding this something special.
Channels 10 and 36 rely on the pledges that you make to become a member of the Friends to pay for the programming that they show you every evening and every day. It's the viewers of southeastern Wisconsin, and we do have viewers in northern Illinois too, who commit their support to the stations that pays for the programs. When you call, you are committing to keeping this fine programming on the air. We encourage you to call right now. The Scottish Rite volunteers that we've mentioned are ready, waiting to take your call. I don't hear the phones ringing right now from viewers who want to become members. I know you're out there. Make that commitment and become a member of the Friends. We find that 70% of our new members become members during these pledge drives, so we know this is a very successful way of raising funds for the station. We encourage you, if you're not a viewer, to make that call now. Support the 1036 Friends with that pledge, whether it's the basic 35 or the 240 for the VHS tapes we have. Call and pledge your support.
And if you will make that pledge of $240, this is the box set we'll send to you. It contains 4 videotapes, and it contains the 4 programs we presented 2 last night, and we're presenting 2 more tonight. And as it points out, if you're interested in one particular area, for instance, the program we're watching right now, the first 100 days and the beginning of the Roosevelt period in the White House, a pledge of $100, we'll send you one of those videotapes. Or if you want the complete box set, that comes with a pledge of just $240. It's a significant amount of money to support public television, and we're happy to send along a significant thank you gift at that level. And it's really something that would be marvelous to have, particularly if you have children who will be studying history at some time in the future. It gives you insight into the history of the 30s and 40s that you won't get anywhere else. 297-8100 is the number to call. We're waiting for your pledge of support. Please do it now.
Well, Lamont has mentioned the various thank you gifts that we would love to send to you when you pledge at those greater levels. And remember, you can pledge at those greater levels and break it up in 12-month installments. If you choose that $240 level to receive our thank you gift of the full VH set of the program this evening, that breaks down to about $20 a month. Perhaps that's something you can fit into your budget. It would be a great way of pledging your support, sending dollars to the Friends for the station. So make that commitment. 10 and 36 bring great education, great quality programming to southeastern Wisconsin. Right now, when the federal funding is in question, this is an important time for you to pledge your support, no matter which level, whether it's the greater levels or the basic $35 membership. So make that commitment. Remember that it's very easy to do. Installments will help break down those levels. You can send your check, you can use Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. It's very easy, we'll make it very convenient. But make your pledge of support right now.
When you become a member of the Friends, then you become eligible to receive the benefits that are shown behind me. Fine Tuning Magazine, that will come in your home once a month for the next 12 months, containing complete information about the programming coming up. You'll get that lost key protection device, so if your keys are lost and dropped in a mailbox, we'll see they get back to you, and we've done that for over 1,000 members already. You'll get our new sticker that you can affix to the windshield of your car in a safe place to show you're a member of the Friends, and you'll get reduced rate invitations to special events like our upcoming beer tasting on April 1st. So call now with your pledge.
Transmission of today's programming is made possible in part by Froedtert Memorial Lutheran Hospital. A unique blend of neurology, neurosurgery, and neuroimaging enables the Medical College of Wisconsin Neurosciences Center at Froedtert Hospital to provide the latest in research, diagnostics, and treatment.
FDR would decide to run for a 3rd term as President of the United States.
And we'll be returning to the next episode of FDR in just a few moments. A fascinating look at the life of an American who certainly had an impact on everyone in the country and throughout the entire world. I'm Lamont McLaughlin with Charlotte Karen, and we're here to invite you during this brief intermission, if you're not yet a member, to join the Channel 1036 Friends. You can become a member tonight for just $35 for the entire year. We hope you'll consider, in light of the value of the program we're presenting today and that we present every day at a higher level, perhaps $240, and we'll send along to you the complete box set of tonight's program, the program we've been showing you last night and again tonight. The important thing is your support of this non-commercial public television station, and you do that by becoming a member of the Friends. It takes just a moment, but it's a vitally important moment, and I hope you'll do it right now.
When you join at those greater levels, we do have those thank you gifts for you. But no matter which level you join at, when you become a member, you receive automatic benefits. Some of the benefits are the monthly fine-tuning guide. This is the guide that tells you what you will find in programming on channels 10 and 36 every month. It comes to you every month of the year, a great benefit, so you can find those special programs you always want to watch and don't want to miss. You'll also be able to take advantage of the key protection program, where you will be given a little tag to put on your keychain, and if you do lose it and it's dropped in the mail, it'll be returned to the Friends. They'll call you and they'll say, we have your keychain, come and pick it up. We also have invitations to special events, such as the April 1st International Beer Tasting that will be conducted at the Grand Avenue Mall. Wonderful benefits that you automatically get when you become a member of the Friends and support public television in southeastern Wisconsin. So call with your pledge. The volunteers are ready to take that pledge.
Throughout the evening, a number of people have been calling in to make pledges. As you can see, some of our volunteers are on the phone right now from the Scottish Rite taking pledge of support, but as you can also see behind me, several of them are not busy at the moment. So if you've been trying to get through before, you can get through immediately, and one of our Scottish Rite volunteers will be asking you for a number of things. First of all, your name, address, amount of your pledge, whether you want to make a single payment or do it on the installment plan of 6 or 12 or $20 or $50 a month for the next year, whether you want to pay by check or money order or prefer to put it on your Visa, your MasterCard, or your Discover card. That's really all there is to it. There's no reason to wait. Our volunteers have all the necessary information. The important thing is for you to make that decision at home. Is this public television station, does it provide enough programming of value to you that you feel you should support it by becoming a member of the Friends? We hope you'll say yes.
As a viewer, you've come to rely on the great quality programming, whether it's the children's programming or Nova or the how-to programs on Saturday. That's programming that you rely on, you count on, and you don't want to miss it. But this programming costs dollars. It's great programming that you don't find elsewhere. So we encourage you to pledge your support with your dollar pledge, and that will continue the programs that you do rely on. Channels 10 and 36 are public television. They are supported by the public. The greater majority of the funds to operate the stations are provided by viewers such as you. So if you aren't a member, this is the time now to call. The pledge drive is here specifically to encourage you viewers who aren't members to make a commitment to the fine programming that you rely on. Call that number on the screen. We'll be going back to the rest of FDR shortly, but you have a couple minutes to make that call.
As you know from the news programs and from newspapers, there is a strong move afoot in Washington to dramatically reduce or perhaps eliminate all of the federal funding support for public television. That's why now more than ever, your support of this public television station is absolutely critical. If we are to lose anywhere from 5 to 15% of the total operating budget of this station, because that's what federal funding amounts to, we must be prepared with additional funds from the community. If you've never been convinced before that it was important for you to become a member, I hope you'll be convinced now that it is vitally important. Wouldn't you consider becoming a member at $35, that basic level, or at $240? You know, that's just 12 times 20. $20 a month for the next 12 months is $240. We'll send along that box set of the FDR program of American Experience, if you like. The important thing is your support of this station. Call them.
This is the 4-set videotape special thank you gift that we're offering to you that Lamont told you about. This is our way of saying thank you if you can't afford to pledge at that $240 level. There are other levels, 35 the basic level, 20 for seniors. Whichever you can pledge, we encourage you to do that now. And when we send you this, it's our way of saying thank you. That pledge of support is going to maintain this fine programming. Another advantage that you can take when you do make that call to the number on the screen is by saying yes, you want to use your MasterCard, your Visa, or your Discover. You become an instant member automatically with the use of that card. It's very easy to do. Our volunteers here from the Scottish Rite are able to help you make that pledge. We have quite a few on the phones right now, but we still have about half of the phone bank open and ready to take your call. Make the call before we go back to the rest of the FDR documentary, which is just wonderful, educational, historical documentary that we're watching. Make that commitment in the next minute or two and then go back and enjoy the programming that you know you now support.
We have upwards of 1,000 people throughout southeastern Wisconsin who are members of the 1036 Club. Now, that's a special club within the club. Those who make a significant contribution of $240 or higher. And we have a large number who've made a contribution of $1,000 and more. If you are in that category and you are capable of making a significant contribution at that level, we'd love to have you join our 1036 Club. But whatever level is right for you, if it's a $35 basic membership, if it's $6 a month for the next year, as a way you can become a significant member of the Friends, or if it's a $1,000 check that you're able to sit down and write. Consider the value of the programming to you and your family, put a price tag on it, and call 297-8100 and become a member of the Friends.
We're going back to the rest of the FDR documentary in about 55 seconds. Before we have an opportunity to make that call, 297-8100, and commit your support to this program that you've been sitting there at home in the comfort of your home watching this evening. This has been a 4-part, 2-night series. It's something that you don't find on commercial television, something that you find on the quality stations, Channel 10 and 36. If you believe that, and obviously you do, you're sitting there watching it, we ask you to make that pledge. It's during these pledge drives that we do gain 70% of our new members. We count on you viewers at this time who aren't members to pledge your support and become a member. So quickly do it now, get to the phone. The volunteers here will take that call, and you won't miss a single second of the FDR documentary. The ending is coming up shortly. Call that number now, 297-8100. Become a member, support public television in southeastern Wisconsin.
Transmission of today's programming is made possible in part by Froedtert Memorial Lutheran Hospital. A unique blend of neurology, neurosurgery, and neuroimaging enables the Medical College of Wisconsin Neurosciences Center at Froedtert Hospital to provide the latest in research, diagnostics, and treatment.